Hey everyone, welcome back. Thanks for tuning in today, and I am so excited to finally do my first listen / full-on album review to ILLIT's second mini album titled I'll Like You. We got pretty much 4 brand new B-sides, or the intro track. I'm gonna have to find out for myself. I'm pretty sure it is another B-side. Of course, it's just the length that I really wish was longer on their music, but that's another side thing that we can talk about later on in today's video. But yeah, I'll Like You. Cherish My Love was a great comeback. Honestly, for a first comeback, they really built off of Magnetic so well, right? Captured that signature sound, built it up into Cherish My Love with a little bit more energy that I really enjoyed. And of course, that catchiness, that, you know, sing-alongable factor that I love in the song is truly everything. But let's cut to the chase here. Right away, we have the first track titled I'll Like You. Got tons of people that we could mention briefly here and there. We got Leigh. Leigh has worked with many of my favorite artists in the past before. We got also some people from Jam Factory. Just a lot of familiar names and new names that I'm gonna have to familiarize myself. But gotta give credit where credit is due always, right? So I just wanted to shout them out. Some people here and there that I'm familiar of. But let me bring up I'll Like You. And yeah, let's enjoy this together now. Ooh, it really matches the feels of the title track. Nice loungy feel. Wow, Mocha. Wow. I love the cheerfulness, the youthfulness, but like, yet again, this, you know, young love, like I like you feel that's being put out straightforward with the lyrics. You. Minju. This verse 2. Ooh, Yuna. Arrow. Hey, hey. I love the keyboard work. The nice subtle percussion work and that like the chime like triangle work. You, I like you. I like you. I like you. Ooh, I like how they bring it together here. Wow, the vocal layers here. You, I like you. I like you. Wow. And I believe we did not get a bridge, which is unfortunate because this song is so good. Like, it deserves to hit the 3-minute mark. I've said it in the past before for ILLIT's title tracks and their B-sides, right, from the debut days into now. You know, I feel like I could use more, you know, length to their songs because their quality of music, sure, is there. I just want to indulge into it more, enjoy it more, instead of keeping the repeat button on, you feel me, on my, like, phone and just, like, jamming along and then, oh, now we start from the beginning. Because it works smoothly to keep it on repeat. That's just the modern day and age, I'd say, that is occurring with 5th gen releases and all. Which is unfortunate, as someone who's really got into the mid like 2nd gen K-pop days with a lot of passion and lengthy songs that even go to the 6-7 minute mark. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that this generation should go that length and long. It would be amazing if they could, but like, I just asked for the bare minimum. Like, even 250, 240 would be great, but like, I feel like I was just missing a bridge for this, right? It's a very straight to the point, you know, verse 1, pre-chorus, chorus, verse 2, and then it eventually builds it up and brings it back this cheerful moment or not. But I could actually double check if there's a bridge or not. It's probably that cheerful moment that we got briefly, though. That's how quick it was. So this one, yeah, it does have that bridge. It's the all day and all night, where they bring it all together, all the members, and then Iroha, and then they bring it back to the final chorus, right? But I love the intentions of this song. It really leans towards the concept and the theme that's going on with Cherish My Love, and I feel like that's going to be the same case when it comes to the other tracks, right? And it's just so refreshing to the ears, right? It's like, it's so streamlined, right? Very easy to listen to. I think a lot of us can agree that, like, very easy to listen to music these days from the K-pop scene is such a beautiful thing, because, like, you don't need something over the top to have something impactful. I mean, it really goes to show you with the quality of ILLIT's music. I want to dive back into I Like You to hear out the song more, because 2 minutes and 10 seconds is way too short, obviously. But yeah, from the top. Just that glistening, like, chime or, like, sort of percussion work is really cool there. But a huge integral part is, like, the kick, drum, hi-hat work, snare work, and the percussion work that's playing into here, and especially this keyboard work that gives this loungy-esque feel right in this song, right? And I love the lyrics. The lyrics really play out really well. Yijin, it really goes to show how much impact Yijin has on the K-pop scene and the lyrics of certain songs and all, if I recall correctly, if Yijin's a lyricist. But either way, you know, I get it. Like, there's times where, you know, you see probably a standard like 5-6 people on a track, but for some reason HYBE these days got a ton of people. I can talk about that more after this, but I like how I'm sensing that influence from certain people that I saw in the credits for this song. I mean, mind you, there's some people working behind the scenes on, like, actual instruments. Alright, okay. Hey, that cheerfulness, right? The layering there and the background chanting, I love how it adds so much to the song, right? Just the chanting, the ad-lib work, these little bit of details go a long way and make this 2-minute track really effective and, like, rich to the ears for sure. Bit of a riser there, yep. I like you. Not gonna lie, is it just me, or am I hearing I like you or I'll like you? It's just that smooth, right? I'm saying, but I'm pretty sure it's I like you because of the titling of the song, right? It's just, like, very streamlined. It's very quick. Verse 2. Probably the most iconic moment in the song, where we get Minju and Yuna, and they really bring out some Greek mythology coming into play here. I'm not a huge fan of Greek mythology, but it's really dope to integrate it in this very lovey-dovey young love kind of scenario. And speaking of scenario, we'll get Love Scenario by Yuna here. Yeah, just that chime work, really cool. Alright, okay. It's almost like this, like, you know, hesitated, like, you know, shyness feel, but then I'll go for it, right? I'll like you, okay? Like, just pulling that I'll like you trigger almost. Oh, just that snare work and the kick work, it just really is balanced well. There's, like, a nice balance between the two with the chimes and the chords. Bridge. Man, this would have been cool if this was an interlude instead, and then we got a bridge, and then we looped it back into a final chorus. You feel me? That would have been cool. But either way, I like this section right here. You, I like you, I like you. And I like the back there. I like how it just cuts off the U part, right? It's just more so chopped up like that. That is really cool. It adds so much to the song. A lot of texture. Very subtle, loungy, fun track. Oh my goodness. And very cheerful, most importantly. That is one key word that I want to emphasize a lot for I'll Like You by ILLIT. But that's the first track. Very promising to kickstart the album, and I feel like it is cohesive already with Cherish, My Love, and the overall theme that's going on. So let's move on to the next B-side now. So this next B-side is titled If You Know, You Know, IYKYK. This is not the first time around that I've seen a track being titled like this. Of course, as of recently, XG have been keeping their song on the loop. So are we going to add another one for the books, the catalog? Hopefully that ends up being the case here. At least this one's slightly longer. Let's have a good laugh at that. But I'm seeing familiar names, very promising names that you do not tend to see working with hype artists, right? I mean, D's and Soulfish, I see them usually working with the likes of NCT, the likes of aespa, the likes of with R&B artists, more so underground low-key artists and all. But then you got Becca Boom. Becca Boom you tend to see on every single Blackpink track or working with the likes of Lisa and the Blackpink members. So like, what is going on? You know, Becca Boom on this track. We more than love to see Becca Boom on here, and then other familiar names yet again, right? So let me bring up this song. And I'm not sure what to expect, especially seeing the credits further in this song. Ooh, I like that synthesizer work. Just a vocal chop. Ooh, this rudimental snare drum work and the 808 claps. Funny. I like her moment here. Wow, Minju. The iced tea line, very clean. This is definitely Mocha. Oh, in the Yuna, okay. Well, I love that muted setup with the pre-chorus here. Ooh, the bass, very bouncy. Love the bass line. Very bubbly, the feel of this song. IYKYK. Yo, this chorus is insane. I don't know what to tell you, like this song is going crazy. I can't breathe, like this is insane. This is amazing. Like Iroha on this track popped off. Sunshine. I like how the chorus is very dragged though. Like it's not rushed, it's not brief. You get to enjoy the chorus to the fullest. IYKYK. If you know, you know. That ad-lib work, that follow-up is very clever, I gotta admit. No, you know. Okay, yeah, so there's some moments where I'm like, okay, this feels like it is more so Mocha, right? And then more so another member, you feel me? But, you know, in that verse 2, that verse 2 was very shocking. I mean, I want to just double check if the verse 2 is correct here. Oh, yeah. It seems like that's the case. It is with Iroha, right? And just how it plays out. Wow, okay. Okay, let me actually go through this song again, because so far this is my favorite B-side. I think IYKYK might be a huge contender of my favorite B-side, but right now so far it is, because there's other tracks that I'm really anticipating as well. Please tell me that they had a performance for this, because we're gonna have to check it out on the Patreon together. Oh my goodness, this. Okay, we're gonna go through it. We're gonna talk about it as we go, because there's a lot to talk about. Just that vocal chop. And then I love this rudimental snare drum work, that it's very rudimental. And then that, I love the kick, just how it plays out. It works so well. It's so much ear candy to the ears and catchy to the ears. With the 808 claps. I mean, I feel like this song gives you a rush that gives you that similar feel of you falling in love with someone or liking someone, you know what I'm saying? It's the beginning parts, right? I think like is the huge word here, and emphasis on the album, which makes all three of these tracks I've been talking about very cohesive already. But this moment right here, I love this Ice-T line, right? In verse 1. I see. Oh. The vocal direction is insane. Whoever did the vocal directing on this, shout outs to them. I love like this padded like bass, muted bass like work that builds up in the pre-chorus, and then here we go. This feels like sunshine. Boom, and this bouncy bass adds that bubbly feel. IYKYK, IYKYK. If you know, you know. And I love the mixture of the synths and how that plays out. Nice ebb and flow between the bouncy bass and like the percussion work and the kick drum snare work. And then now you got Iroha coming into the mix here. And I love the attitude and the bit of contrast that she adds to the song. It adds so much to the song. Great contrast. And bit of that vocal filtering on the ends of the lines. Bloom, boy, I like the emphasis on those words. Okay, that is Aurora, right? Some things get twisted on color-coded lyrics, but at least we got the lyrics in translation, roughly, right? So fun. Like, even Mocha has her moments. If I have to point out, right, two members that really stood out to me, Mocha and Iroha, but then again, like, Minju always has that satisfying, like, English line in their B-sides, it seems like. It seemed like that was the case on the previous era, their debut era, but like the Ice-T line at the verse 1 was so prominent, right? So prominent in ears. It's really crazy how like a brief second can be so impactful, and that's what I feel about ILLIT's music each and every second and the full minutes, the full 2 minutes, right? IYKYK. Oh yeah, so this moment right here, it's wrong, I believe. That's not Mocha. It's swapped around with Aroha. The production is so good on this. I mean, shout out to everyone behind the scenes. Although, you know, Hybe is doing a weird thing with getting tons of people on a track, which ends up leaving these singer-songwriters and lyricists with the 1% that I'll have to talk about more by the end of this album review. Huge concern with Hybe right now. But on this end for ILLIT, right, and everyone behind the scenes, I'm glad that they were able to collectively work together to put out an excellent track here. IYKYK, if you know, you know. That's right. You know, it's another one in the books next to XG. And whoever's tripping and saying plagiarism, like, come on. There's other music that's titled like this. And both of the songs take a different route. I'm going to call those people out right away. I'm sure there's going to be the odd 1%. But hey, enough talk. Let's dive into the next B-side now. So this next track is one of my most anticipated B-sides based on the highlight medley. That's right, Pimple. Really interested in how this one's gonna go, especially when we have EXO. That's right, EXO of Wooju Sonia taking part on the songwriting for this song. And hopefully I could sense her influence despite tons of people being loaded up and working behind this song. So let me bring it up here right away. Pimple. Let's go. Whoa. I love the tempo and the... Yeah. I gotta say right away, I rarely pause when it comes to like B-sides. I mean, I do, like probably on the second go round, but the first go around, I gotta say right away, I'm already in love with this track. It's so up my alley in terms of taste, and I'm getting low key already, only 32 seconds in, the metaphor of Pimple coming into play here with the lovey-dovey theme that they've been going with, right? Even though, you know, falling in love and liking someone can get you to that excitement phase, you know, there's a bit of like timidness and like, you know, sensitivity and like carefulness and caution that comes with it as well, right? Wow, Wonhee. Love her moment here. Wow. Bring it back. Like the Pimple, Little Devil, right? Wow, Yuna! That was insane. The vocal work is just given, like it is delivering. Whoa! Sure, it has that rudimental drum kit work, but a lot is going on in the song. I think we already felt EXO's influence earlier on. There's that like pluck work, that string pluck work in the back. Great acoustic guitar. Oh, how she holds that note at the back. Bit of vocal flourishes. Very fitting to wrap it up with Wonhee, but you know, this song, you could really sense the likes of Exy's influence, especially in verse 2, it seems like. Hopefully I'm not wrong. Maybe she's dropped something on social media. But then again, you know, it was hard to tell who was in the mix, especially with his color-coded lyrics. It wasn't, like, fully on point, you know what I'm saying? There's moments where I can heavily sense Iroha. There's quite a bit of more moments that were sensed, like I could sense yet again with Mocha and Iroha, and maybe with Wonhee as well. But either way, you know, I love what I'm hearing on the surface level, but then, like, bring it down another level, like peeling an onion. There's layers to this. I mean, I think I'm hearing, like, a pan flute, like a wooden, like, some woodwind instrument in the work there, but heavily, that pluck work, adds a lot of depth to the song. Plucking of the strings or some sort of plucks that are going on in this as well. And I love this very, I would say, moody feel, you know. It's moody, it's not like, you know, necessarily over cheerful, right? It works with the phases that you can get with a Pimple and just that metaphor work coming into play, which is really dope. I've got to admit, I mean, you could sense, obviously you could sense Leigh Suran's influence. I know she's an incredible lyricist who has worked with every single one of our favorites. You name one of your favorite groups or artists, Leigh Suran's gonna be there. I'm telling y'all, Leigh Suran always does justice when it comes to lyrics and connecting the dots with, like, songs to albums in terms of the themes that are going on and bringing in meaningful lyrics, right? But then again, you know, Exy as well. I sense her influence as well. So great individuals on this track from the top, everyone. Let's go. I love that spacious feel at the beginning here with Yuna, and then into Minju, alright? Like, right here. It's definitely a pan flute or some sort of woodwind instrument. It's nice and subtle in the back there. But those chords being done, whether it's like MIDI work, it's cool. These moments where I'm like, nah, I'm not sure about what's being shown on the screen. Like, I'm being misled. But either way, let's focus on the lyrics and the direction of the song. I do think Minju and Yuna's moments are very defined in terms of the color-coded lyrics. Like, it's so them, and just the way they bring in these different vocal skill sets, right? There's vocal abilities into this track is really cool. I mean, it flexes their vocals even more. I think this is the track that flexes their vocals even more, right? Beyond the title track. This moment's correct. Now this is where I feel like this verse 2 is so Exy. Just how it plays off of the beat, and like there's this improvisation that's going on. I'm not surprised if Exy was in the room during this, you know? Wow. Hopefully I'm not wrong, but either way, this section, so good. This verse 2. The ad-lib work. Just that strumming of the guitar. The percussion work, the plucks here. Oh! This is so good. You guys do not understand how much I love this song. And it's a track where I feel like I'm not shortchanged on the length. Like, sure, it doesn't hit the 3-minute mark. I don't care. It is well produced, well arranged, well vocal directed. The sections were played out well, and the lyricism goes a long way. Oh, wow. And as someone who biases Yena, I love how she gets her flowers in this song. But I think most definitely Yena and Mocha on this track stood out to me. And then as well as Wonhee. Yeah, I think that is Wonhee. Yeah. You know, either way, right? I'm sure you guys can agree with me that this was not on spot on the point, right? But yes, at the end there, I can confirm that's Wonhee 99%. But Pimple by ILLIT, my favorite B-side without a doubt. I think it is clear, like Pimple and If You Know, You Know are my top 2 favorite ones, but maybe Tick-Tack has something else to say. So let's dive into the final B-side now. Last but not least, we have Tick-Tack. I'm sure this one's gonna wrap up the album perfectly. I'm seeing 153 Jumba's in the mix, so it's probably guaranteed to be good. Other familiar names as well, with the likes of Slow Rabbit, who has worked with ILLIT in the past before, if I recall correctly. So I'm gonna bring it up here right away. Tick-Tack, and hear what's up, see what's up. Let's go. Ooh, yes, this was the 8-bit chiptune track that I heard on the album highlight medley. Great bounce at the start here. Love the vocal filtering and chop. I am lost for words already. Hey, hey. Wow. Lookbook, okay. Since wait, how was the choreo for this song? It probably has to go so insane. Like, this, like, Tick-Tack is very earwormy already, so. Mocha. Turn to then not to see my heart. Cause your heartbeat and like your heart is like tick-tacking, yeah. Wow. Wow, what a transition. Great pause. But it ends like that, I guess so. I mean, with the repetitive chorus of tick-tack, tick-tack. Oh my goodness, yo. Okay, there's quite a bit to talk about this song, right? It comes really close with Pimple right away, I've got to admit. But also, yet again, I think there's some moments that are misleading because it's really hard with the chiptune coming into play, but also color-coded lyrics. I think all the moments that we got from Mocha were definitely correct. It was more so like moments by Minju, if I recall correctly, that were shown on the screen. But either way, the matter of importance sonically in Tick-Tack, I love this very atmospheric adventure feel that we get, like a video game-esque feel. I mean, some people like to say life is like a video game. It's a journey, right? It's a story mode that you take. I mean, that's the case when you take with love. Love is a journey. You have your phases, right? and there's this rush and heart beating and like tick-tacking and all that stuff. It's cool. It's cool how they integrate that and connect the lines. I mean, they did that with Pimple, they did that with the previous tracks, but now with Tick-Tack, right? So this song, wow, the quality is there. I just wish I got 20 more seconds, just even the bare minimum, 20 more seconds of this song to wrap it out with like an extended outro, or maybe a cheerful moment like we got in the bridge that we got for I Like You, right? That would have been cool if we got a cheerful moment outro at the end. They're just putting, you know, some things out there that would have upped this track even more into 11 out of 10, you feel me? But Tick-Tack, I appreciate it a lot. It's not like the first time I've ever heard chiptune 8-bit influence in the K-pop scene. We heard that a lot with Cherry Bullet and many of my other favorites. But for Tick-Tack, I like how they utilize it to transition the sections, like with the certain video game chiptune 8-bit synths and all that are coming into play. See, this is the start of that journey, that video game. And then I love how it goes in the next session. It descends down like that, right? It's almost like a start over moment, up and down kind of moment between the sections. Those transitioner sections of the chiptune 8-bit are so key to make this very streamlined and work cohesively with the lyrics and the overall ongoing theme and concept of this album. I can't emphasize that enough. These details, love it. This is definitely Minju though. This verse 1. Wow. Look. Tick-tack, 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 tick-tack. Tick-tack, 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 tick-tack. The choreo has to be insane. Like, the key moments in the choreo for the Tick-Tack, it has to go crazy, without a doubt. But this moment right here, hold up. Let me bring it back. Very key moment in the song here, by the way. If you had to pick one member to give this section to, without a doubt is Mocha. Whoever decided to do this, thank you. Oh my goodness. Mocha getting her flowers on this track as well. Let's go. Yeah, between like Minju and Iroha, something's not right about this, but it's fine. I'm enjoying that song so much. It's quirky, it's playful, it's fun. What else do you need in this song? Very quirky, playful, fun, and it gives you this nice rush, right? I think that's a common, like, soundscape feel that we get in this album. I love that coin ka-ching, like, you know, 8-bit moment there. That was cool. Wow. ILLIT has done it again. I think they've leveled up their craft. Whether this be a hot take, I don't know how people are thinking or feeling about this album, but I don't care. I personally love this album. And I feel like people should have that mindset these days in K-pop where it's like, if you love a certain track, hold on to it. Don't let other people put you down and naysay and change your mind, because it's a matter of enjoying what you like, and that's what I love about K-pop these days. But all in all, as a whole, I think there is still room for growth, without a doubt. You know, it's just the first comeback. I feel like when the time comes where they realize, you know, they have the quality of music. When I realized, oh, they have the quality of music, but let's just take an extra step and go further and beyond and hit a 3-minute track that has well done arrangement for, you know, the likes of Pimple, and not needing to really bring so many people in, because if you bring so many people in, things can get kind of messy, you know what I'm saying? But thankfully this one was very cohesive, right? Because I've sensed that before with other hype artists. At the end of the day, I'm just gonna be honest with you guys, because usually when I see in-house, maybe the odd track with a different person, like still keep EXO in the mix, maybe on another track, which would be dope. Leigh Suran, of course, I've said it time and time again, Leigh Suran on the channel here, excellent lyricist. That's why Pimple really took that ultimate #1 spot for me, is that the lyrics went the extra mile. Like, sure, maybe the length did even more than the other tracks, but the lyricism, very powerful, effective, and meaningful, right? So, you know, as much as I like I'll Like You, I felt like I could have gotten more in that song with the cheerfulness and different lyrics coming into play. But also, I think just how it played out with that first track, it almost leads as an intro track into Cherish My Love, very cohesive. I think my favorite B-side would have to go Pimple, then I'd have to go Tick-Tack, If You Know, You Know, then I'll Like You, and then Cherish My Love in its own lane. But I think over time, Pimple might slightly take that spot slightly over Cherish My Love without a doubt in terms of longevity wise. You feel me, right? There are some moments where I would have loved more in Cherish My Love if you guys saw my review to the song, but regardless, I loved the music video, the concept of the tooth and all, and just how now we have also the metaphor with Pimple is really dope as well, right? But before I wrap things up, I gotta say, like I said, so many people on the track. I had one buddy that's in the K-pop scene taking a great break from the scene because it's getting so messy, it's getting chaotic, getting dramatic in the K-pop scene. This is one of the small things or huge things. It's like everyone's fighting for a hype track, and he's so right about that. Fighting for a hype track to get like 1%, like sure, it's cool to have your name on a track, but to get 1% of the portion and like just getting that kind of minor credit is not as huge, right? So, and I feel like the consistency, the fluidity of tracks and cohesiveness gets affected as well for other hype album releases that I've been checking out, whether it be on the channel, on the Patreon, or on my own time. That's a minor thing to keep out for, not just the length of tracks, but like, as much as I love all these individuals outside the scene on these tracks, I feel like whether you focus in-house production or bringing some people in, you gotta have a great balance of things, right? But let me know your thoughts. I thought this was a clear 9 out of 10, right? I think what's missing is the length, and I Like You wanting more, but regardless, this was very cohesive. I think 9 out of 10 in my books, because I want to leave room for that 10 out of 10 mini album or full album in the future as a comeback, you feel me? But let me know your thoughts. Be sure to like and subscribe, as it goes a long way and it helps out the channel so much. This has been Garrison. Take care as always. Feel free to check out the Patreon. We got exclusive ILLIT content on there that will be ongoing, especially for this brand new era of I Like You and Cherish My Love. Take care and peace.